What's up, everyone? Netherwood back with more Satisfactory for you. Season 2, Episode 16. And Episode 15 was just really long. Even after editing it down, it was still like an hour, 30 or 40 minutes. So I decided just to kind of continue on this episode. So let's continue with that, and we'll be back for more stuff. I can't tell because I can't get in it. How do you get in the train? There's a train overlay that I can probably use. Is it O? No. How do I know? How can I get to the other trains? Let me try to go get one of these trains. Did I send it to the wrong place? Oh, you know what? It's probably going to the wrong iron thing, but I thought I fixed that. Huh. Well, let's try to get... It just keeps going back and forth. Probably because it's trying to bring iron bars in. Well, no, that's no big deal. There we go. Let's drive this guy. Now, if I go to here, how do I see the whole thing? Actually, I think I need to do a station. Let me do a station. Oh, once you get in here, sometimes you got to take this off and put it back on. That could be a bug with the mod. I'm not really sure. All right, so if you go here, I can see everything. No. Ah, here we go. Train, next stop, Smeltery iron. It's getting iron ingots? What? Supply or iron? Why is it going there? Shouldn't it be going right there? It's going to the wrong spot. I don't understand why it's going all the way down there. Can it not get there? Maybe it can't get there. Let's go check it out. I'll be right. I'll be back when I go check it out. Hold on a second. Alright, so I'm in this train. It was actually coming back. Let's brake. I want to see what this guy's got on him. Because I think what was happening is he can't get to the iron ore from this side of the track, right? So he's going all the way around and turning around via one of the stations, I think. So let's see what he's got on him. What do you got in your cart? You have ore. How come you weren't dropping it off? Oh, it's set to load. So I got two problems. In fact, let me fix this one, and then we will fix the other one. The other problem I have is that the station at the Smeltery is set to load because I never changed it. It should be set to unload. If it was, we'd be good. But see, that's funny. This guy is going all the way around to the old Smeltery to turn around to get into the ore area right here. Then he has to go all the way back because there's no way to get off the track right here. That's hilarious. I mean, it's not that funny, I guess. It is pretty funny. I mean, it's not detrimental. The funny thing is the train will let you do that. You have to be very careful. The train will let you do it. It's like, okay, I mean, if you want me to go that way, there's no easy access, so I guess I'll go all the way around. I never did build this side. I guess I just assumed it was hooked up. This is why you hook up both sides. You don't assume. You don't assume, oh, I'm never going to use that. No, you might, so just hook it up. So here's what I did. I just added basically a way to come in here all the way around, get in the station, right? You can see the little curve I made right there. Load up, and then come out and go back the way you came. And now it avoids like half the trip. So it should be a lot faster. Now I'm just going to get in that train again and take it all the way up there. And then I'll be back again. And we're really kind of over the time, but I think this is totally fine. We're going to watch it unload ore. And we're going to watch it make some ingots. And then off camera, I'll probably set up the rest of the train stations because you got to set up copper and caterium. I want to get those set up too. I don't want to come back and set those up. Definitely have to get copper set up. We're going to do 2 rows of copper and 2 rows of caterium. Actually, we probably should do 3 rows of copper and 1 row of caterium. Caterium is really only made, well, is only used for quick wire, and I'm not sure. I feel like we're going to need more copper than caterium products. I mean, I could always expand it, but I'd have to build another place. Like, I'd have to basically take out the caterium stuff and put in, like, the rest copper and then move the caterium smeltery to somewhere else, which I guess I could do. That'd be fine. But I don't want to do that, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to drive this train back to the station. Hold on a second. Okay, so I had to race the train back because it's actually moving pretty quick now, and I forgot that I got to change these to load, or to unload. And I don't think I can do it once the train gets here. So let's set all these to unload so I don't forget. I think the thing you got to do when you set up trains is you got to set the station name and you got to set him to load or unload. He should be coming back in. Yeah, there he is. They move a lot faster now that I've upgraded him, which is nice. He's definitely moving faster. I mean, I wish they would move even faster, because pretty soon they're going to move so fast that I can actually set up transportation with trains. Because it'll be faster. Actually, hypertubes will still be faster, so I'll probably still do that, actually. So let's watch this guy come in. He comes around. He's doing a great job. He's all full of ore and everything. He's going to come over here and unload. He's very slow. he was not slow when I was trying to go faster than he was. I had to do the slide jump just to go faster than this train, so I can get back here before it got back. Cool, it's all loaded in. Now I also saw another train going the opposite direction, probably picking up iron ingots. It was really cool to see 2 trains on the system at once. That was really fun. Okay, we're unloading. This is such a cool animation. I love the animation. This is one of probably the prettiest factory game I've ever played. I love Factorio, but it's not as pretty as this game, that's for sure. Alright, sweet. We got some ore now, and pretty soon, once the animation's done, it'll unlock and it'll start releasing that ore. Boom! Nice, and it's coming in Tier 3, double belt. So we're getting tons. Watch this. Well, it's also going out the other side, but we are massively jamming around here. Let's go down here and just observe. Yeah, there we go, baby. And they should be going. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, man, here we go. And if I would have just done this to begin with, I wouldn't have had this problem. But let's just do this. I'm going to do it all the way down, just so I don't forget. Because I'm not pulling these up. These are going to be the ones that we use forever. Alright, let's go back down here. It's a good thing we came and checked this. Always check your build. Just like in IT, always do unit testing. Nice. There we go, baby. 18 iron smelts. Rocking it. Think I got the black lung pop. What movie's that from? You probably already know from the... Look at that, man. Yeah, baby. We're gonna need a lot more, though. Actually, that should fill the belt. Nice. Now we just got to put in the other thing, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to do that off camera. We're going to put the other train in and load it in. Ah, screw it. Let's just do it. Screw it. Do it. I'm trying to do the Emperor thing. It's not working. Let's just get... Okay, so we know we're going to need 2 more ore stations, right? Why is it... Yeah, let's not do it like that. I don't like that. We don't need it touching each other. It's supposed to go like that. Is that going to be enough space to put boxes? That's a good question. That's a good question, John. I don't know. We don't know. You guys can't tell. I'm supposed to be the one that knows. Not really. Let's go over one more square then. Alright, let's get this guy in. I know this is taking a lot of extra time. I don't like really loading the extra long videos because, for one, there are a lot more to ask you to watch all at one time, and secondly, they take a lot more time to load, to be honest. To load to the internet. Let's just get something down here so I can fly around. And then let's set up another dude right here. This will be Caterium probably. Right? It's going to be right there. Yeah, we need 1 space. That means we're going to need some more space actually up here. So, I guess this is totally fine. How much space? I don't know yet. Let's look. We're going to need at least 2 more. Right? 2 more spaces. 2 more foundations. So why don't we just do 3 so it doesn't look stupid? I don't know. We'll just do 2. There we go. Let's put this guy in. This is going to be the iron ore one, or the iron ingots supply. Right? Now we got to get these dudes in. We really only need 2 of them for right now. And then what we can do is put the cargo dudes in and the floor holes, and we can go hook them up downstairs. So, actually, yeah, we're putting in like that. Right? And actually, off camera, I'm going to set up the rest of these trains, because there's no point. I mean, you're just looking at me setting up boxes and stuff. That's no big deal. Tell me in the comment section if you would rather watch me set up the boxes and all that. I would think you don't, but if you do, I'll do it. Alright, we want double input, right? So when the train comes back, it loads up faster. When it leaves, it loads up really quickly. We're also going to need some floor holes. This is going to tell us where we need to load. So let's put those in. Now we need lifts. And now we're ready to rock. We can just drop through this other side, assuming I don't run out of juice. No, I'm good. I'm going to drop... Ooh, man, this is going to be scary. Alright, alright. Can I do it? Yes! Look at that, baby! Cool! Ingots on the train. Nice. Now we can kill our other smeltery. Whoa, no, no, no! No, 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 no! Oh, shoot! Somebody's over here! Oh my god. Let's eat real quick. I hear somebody. Oh, it's that dude. Oh, no, 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 no! A little tense situation here. Oh, this guy wants some of this. You want some of this? Oh, shoot. Here's his buddy. Oh, die. Oh, I missed. Not gonna miss this time. Ooh, yeah, on the run. Yeah, let's get his... Oh, he's dead too. That was fun. Alright, you know, I gotta collect these now, actually. I'm running out of stuff. I'm running out of, hog remains and all that, or whatever. Let's just pick it up. Okay, we'll take it back to base. Nice! Alright, so that was the conclusion of building the smeltery and putting in iron. As you can see, I updated the to-do list here. And, it really redid the whole thing pretty much. A couple things I had to do, well, two of them off camera, is I had to load balance steel mill A because what was happening was we were using a lot, I think we were backed up on pipe, but we still needed beam. And the way I had it set up, well, we'll talk about it when we get over there, but I did have to load balance that off camera. I couldn't wait. I needed steel product, okay? Number two, I had to reroute the iron train to the new smeltery because I wanted to delete the old smeltery, and I want to do that off camera using the this little online tool, and I'm going to show you that in a second here. So that will free up power and stuff like that, and I just don't want to rip it out by hand. So let's go to that real quick. So we're in this SCIM calculator. You can see the website, satisfactory-calculator.com, and the link to that's going to be in the video description. If I don't do it, please remind me, and I will. And what you do in here, you can't see it right now because I've already used it, but there's a little dotted area right here where you can drag drop your save file. And this is how I'm going to delete that section of the smeltery that I don't really want anymore, and I don't really care to pick up any of the items. Like, I don't care if there's some item loss, I'm going to lose some trains. I don't really care about that. And since I rerouted the other train, it shouldn't affect my save. I don't know yet, so... And I should remind myself this, I just did. Always save a copy of your .save file, like back it up before you do anything weird, okay? So I'm going to do that right now because I almost forgot. Okay, obviously the game is off. Do this while the game is off. There is a chance of corrupting your file, so you have to be kind of careful. So you can see we're down by the base. This is where my current character is actually saved, where I'm saved. And you can see all the mobs and stuff. That's kind of neat. But this is the old smeltery. This is the old system. Now what I'm going to do, I can't really cut this part out because that'll cut out a lot of the track and stuff, which actually wouldn't be that big a deal because I'm not using that anyway. And I would have to rebuild it because I don't really like that off-ramp. So maybe I will just delete the whole thing. But basically, I'm gonna go full screen first, just to make sure I have space to work with. Then I'm gonna lasso this thing. So let's just, we got our power line running through here. We're going to have to remember to hook everything up. You can see our power line that runs all along the grid. That's kind of neat too. The train is what's actually sending that power. So I'm going to have to remember that too. That right when I log in, my power system's going to shut off. So I need to jump right on it and get that hooked up again. And how I can do that is probably just run this power line along to the train track somehow, or maybe over here to the station. Maybe I'll run it along here and just hook it up like the old-fashioned way, and also hook it up to my base. So probably the first thing I'm going to hook up is the base, right? And then I'll just go up and hook up this station and everything up. Oop, that's not right. Cancel. Everything up here will run correctly. That's kind of neat that you can see like all your stuff. I love this I love this little website. There's a lot of cool things you can do here. Yeah, there's the coal. I'm nerding out a little bit on how cool it is to be able to see. I wish the regular map would show all this stuff too. That's one thing I would love to see, is actual what you've built be on the map so that you can actually look at your base and plan it out and stuff. Anyway, okay, let's get to it. Let's circle this thing. All right, I'm just going to delete the off-ramp, I guess. I think everything else is fine. If I want to remove it, I will. I probably won't ever touch it again. So let's just remove the whole off-ramp. This is also going to remove all this power line and stuff to the Caterium build down there. And the ramp I put in right there to get back and forth. That's okay. There we go. I'm going to draw it all the way up just in case. Alright, release. Okay, now it selects a bunch of items, okay? 1,374 foundation, kind of obvious, the big train and everything. Now what we're going to say is delete selected items, submit. Or do you want a doggy bag with your mass dismantling? You just get a nice loot crate. Oh! How's he going to get a 200... really? 2,200 items are going to be in the loot crate? I could hook that... well... I could hook that up to a garbage. And just sink it all. Yeah, sure. Why not? Next to me, huh? I don't know about that, but at least it's in the base. Sure. Now I just have to save this, so let's get out of this mode. And I hit download the save, right? A new save will be downloaded with Calculator appending to the file name. Don't forget to put it back in your save game folder. Sounds good. And then all I do, it's saving my whole map, is go grab it out of the folder here. Again, make a copy of it, because what if you screw it up, or what if it's, I don't know, something happens. So I'm going to paste that next to my old backup, and then I'll just, yeah, I'll see you back in game. Okay, now that all that's done, I should have loot boxes at my feet-ish. Boom! There's a loot... whoa, okay. Whoa, there's loot boxes. What do we got? That only has... okay, like that's easy enough. Okay, yeah, baby. Oh, yuck. That's gross. Iron ingots, no one needs those. Yeah, a bunch of stuff I don't need. I'm going to sink all this stuff. I thought we were going to get more points. But... where's all the, like... oh, wait, it's in here, right? That's not that much concrete. I thought it would have been more concrete than that. Apparently not. And the next thing we want to do, send phase 2. Okay? I want to do this, and then I want to see if there are actually any unlocks we can get really quickly. We've got all this stuff in this box over here. I've been saving it up. And we're ready to rock now. I did get it all, right? Before I get down there? Yeah. Okay. So let's just go down there, slam this in. We're going to get tiers 5 and 6 unlocked. We'll probably get a couple of unlocks from that. Can I fly? Yes, nice. So, that should be pretty cool. You usually do get a couple unlocks right after you unlock one of these. Boom, boom, boom. Seal it up. And then we're going to send it. Send it. There we go. I was like, what the hell, dude? Cool. So, the company gets more stuff, and we get tier 5 and 6. Let's go look at what it gave us. Obviously, I know that trains are tier 6. There's a couple tier 5 things that I know I really liked, and I didn't get much chance to play with them, though, because we ended Season 1 shortly after tier 5 and 6 were unlocked. I just remember like shoving in tons of factories during that time, and it was kind of burning me out a little bit, to be honest. Not enough time playing around with new stuff. Oh yeah, oil processing. That was a lot of fun. I remember that. I think we have to get that first, don't we? Because we need plastic. Yep, most of these things are going to need plastic. They're all going to need plastic. In fact, even up here, computers, can't really get that. We already have the jetpack, so who cares? Well, no, we don't have the jetpack. We have the hover pack. So that's going to be kind of cool. We already have trains, so I don't care about that, really. Mark II pipelines is a good idea, because then I don't have to run even more water pipes. I can just hook up more pumps, and it'll feed those pipes, and I don't have to do anything new. That's a good one, but I can't get it yet. So we're going to get oil processing. I should actually be able... No, I need motors. So let's get that. Let's shove everything in that we can. Well, I don't want to use my beams because I built those specifically so I can make hypertubes. But let's get the regular tube in there. The steel tubes, right? Might as well. And let's get the copper sheet in there. And then we really just have to deal with motors and industrial case beams, which we can do later anyway. Oh, it's 500. Almost went over there. Not enough. Let's get that in. I like to pre-fill it so I don't have to carry it around and everything. So we're going to do that. And that's in now. Great. And I think I'm just going to put the leftover sheet in the dump here, in the trash. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. So that's done. Sending phase 2. All done. And on the other stuff that was really not on the list, all done. Like taking out the old smeltery and stuff. I want hyper tubes. Sorry about that. I do like the hyper boobs too, though. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Alright, hyper tubes. We got to get back over there, though. I need to resupply. That's kind of why I came here as well. You can see I'm almost out of everything. I only bring the stuff that I need to resupply, so that reminds me of what I need to resupply. So I'm going to resupply, and I'm going to be back over there, and we'll do some hypertube stuff. And then we're going to get to concrete, which I've got a bunch of stuff all set up, and I'll show you that in a second. Hold on. Before I head over there, this is something I wanted to talk about, and I kind of forgot that we're going to be using for the concrete build, okay? And this actually goes with one of the problems I had with the steel mill. Remember how it got stuck and I had to do a balancer on it? And the reason I did, and I won't, well, you'll see it eventually anyway, is I've got 4 train cars, right? Well, the only way they'll leave the station is if they're all empty. So I don't know if you can already see the problem I'm going to have, but if I set up these 3 guys right here to be on, like, let's say steel pipe, and this guy's on beam, here's what happens. Steel pipe gets all backed up, right? Because we create steel pipe a lot faster than steel beam, and it's all backed up and everything's fine, and it stops using the raw materials, okay? So there's a bunch of raw materials still in here. Well, steel beam eats a lot more steel ingots, right? It needs a lot more, so it's going to run out of raw materials eventually. But the train won't leave because these 3 cars are not empty. So steel beams are empty. We're not producing anymore. There are no more steel beams. Steel beams run dry eventually because we're waiting because all products on this train need materials for the train to leave, okay? So if you only need one of those materials, the train won't leave. So what you have to do, or what I'm going to be doing, is with raw materials that have more than one product, I'm going to be load balancing the train. Which, here's what I mean, okay? Let's say in this instance, this top guy is beams, and these 3 bottom guys are feeding pipes, right? They're feeding pipe builds. So let's say what happens normally, if I keep taking off this line, then just the one car will empty out, and then the train won't leave, right? But with this belt balancer that I picked up off the net, and I'll show you how to do this because we're going to do one of them. It's really jank, and there's a lot of clipping, and I'm going to have to probably black box this so we can just ignore the clipping, because we need this functionality in order for this to work. I could lay this out flat and make it all not clip and everything, but that would take up a lot of space. This is a very compact way to do it. This is a 4-to-4 belt balancer, okay? So now if I take, with the belt balancer, if I'm picking up steel, like I'm making more steel, right, but we're not using the pipes, here's what happens. I start pulling, and you can see it evenly removes from the train, okay? So that the train empties at an even rate, and when it's empty, all the cars are empty at once, even if you're only using one line. So to further demonstrate, what I'm going to do is remove all the concrete from here and leave it with nothing, and you'll see the belts are empty at a uniform rate. So let's start taking again, and you can see it empty at a uniform rate, right? It's not exactly uniform. It doesn't have to be exactly uniform because these things hold thousands of items, okay? If it's off by an item or two, it's not going to make any difference. Right now, the train is empty, and pretty much all at the same time. So that's what I really want. I wanted to leave this here to show it to you, and this is what I used to test it and kind of mess with it. Now, it's not very simple, and I'll show you a website that I use. It's actually an imager image that I use to kind of pick up belt balancer maps and stuff, and we'll pull that up in a second. Let me finish my resupply, and I'll meet you over there. So I've already got the building ready. I got the train station ready and everything. And I also made what I'm calling, and I wanted to label it. This is really why I wanted billboards too. What I'm calling the raw material sorting facility. Okay, so all the stuff comes in right here from all. Well, in this case, just these 3 belts from all around our supply chain, right? And it comes here to get sorted so that we can make product out of it. Now, what it's really going to do is I have 3 pure belts going in, and I want four belts coming out. I'm going to load balance those belts. The reason is every one of my product trains from now on is going to deliver 4 cars worth of material. Doesn't matter how many inputs I have, I'm going to output 4, okay? That's going to balance my system and make it easier for the train network to operate without a lot of deadlocks and holdups and stuff. Well, I'm sourcing 3 pure limestone nodes right now, and I've already ran the belt and power and everything to the nodes. You can see one of them right over there. I ran one over there and one over here, and I already built this facility, and I'm bringing them in right there. 3 belts are going to come in over here. We're going to sort them, and they're going to go up right here with the 4 lifts right there into our factory. Now, all I've done is set up the stuff to get that done. We're actually going to do the rest of it, and let me really quickly pull up the website for this, and I'll show it to you, because I need to get this belt balancer as well. I don't remember this off the top of my head. I will put the link in the video description for this image. If I don't, please let me know. You guys are really good about doing that. Where is it? There it is. This is just a post. It was actually on Reddit I found, but it's an imager picture of a bunch of balancers. 2-2 balancer, right? I use that for the steel mill. I'll show you that in a little bit. All different types of balancers. And if you want them to be very accurate, it does matter which side of the mergers and splitters you put it on. Because while it is not randomized, but it's even, it doesn't chew, it has a rotation. So I think that's why they built it this way. So we need 3 to 4. So we need to do this. And this is going to be kind of interesting because we don't really have this kind of setup. But that should be fine. I've never done one of these. I'm going to put this off screen over here and reference it while we're trying to build it. I've done the 4-4. That's the only one I did, and made sure that it worked. All right, so let's get down here. First, let's set up all, and actually we're going to need the equipment thing, right? Because I got to build some of those movable miners, or what they're called, portable miners. And I haven't done that yet. We need 6 of those because I'm going to make Mark II. Dude, the train track is getting in the way. It's being very obtrusive. I can't even store these. Well, that's going to be a problem, dude. This is a problem everywhere now. Let's, I guess put something down here. You know what I need? A little storage thing over here. Ooh, no. I need a little box. Right? Let's put a little box over here. That's kind of neat. I'm getting like... See, I like these little work areas. I get super pumped about them. I think it's cool. In Minecraft, my base was pimped out, man. I had movable doors and like hidden doors and stuff. It was really fun. I loved pimping my base out. It was just a great time. I'm going to remove... What do I need to build these? I need... Oh, yeah, just the basics, huh? So why don't we drop, like, rotors and frames? I don't see myself needing these anytime soon. I don't think I need them for Mark II. Miners, I might. We'll go check it out in a second, and I'll just build those miners and come back up and get the rest of my stuff when we come back up to build things. We might need all that stuff. So actually, I'll get these miners down, then I'll come back up and pick up my stuff. But let's check... Oh, I can do it from here. Mark II miners. I do need frames. So let's... Oh, good. Just pick up a stack of frames. That'll get me at least... Well, it'll get me 5 of them, but I only need 3. Then let's drop down over here. I do have power going all the way down, so I can fly. Watch this, though. I like doing this. You just do a drop-in. That's what I call it. Bam. And, again, everything's all set up. Let's just go do this. There are bad dudes over here. I already killed them, but you know they're going to be back. So that's how the game works now. They're actually spiders, so we're going to want this guy. I found this is most effective against spiders. Well, the little guys. The big ones I don't like to mess with. Yeah, here they are. You can hear them. So I'm just going to stand here and let them hit me. Because it's just easier to... And actually, there's some... I hear you. Come at me, dude. Is he right there? Oh, he can't move! Get wrecked! I also can't hit him. There we go. Oh, I can't pick those up. I am going to start picking that stuff up, though, because I do want to get some more animal protein. I'm getting a little bit low, actually, which is kind of odd, because I never do anything with it. I picked a bunch of it up in Season 1, but it was just pointless. So let's get this guy down. Mark II miner. We're going to aim it right at the belt that I already have set up. And there's no power here. That's fine. We're going to do it right there. Let's get some power hooked up to this guy. And then let's also get some Mark II, Mark III belt hooked up. Boom. This guy's all set up. Let's do the other one. It's that simple. Now can I pick stuff up? Yeah, okay. Let's pick all this stuff up. I'll convert it into alien protein at a later time. Where's the other one? Oh, I must have grabbed two at once. Cool. Alright, so that guy's hooked up. Let's go to the second guy. I think there's a bad dude over there, too. In fact, there's a giant spider over here, like, toward that area that I killed when I was making the base. Or, I mean, making the concrete factory. And actually, see, you can see these belts are all going to go underneath here, and I'm going to route them in through here. It's going to look really sweet. So let's go get this guy hooked up. We should probably fly. Going up hills a little bit arduous and also dangerous now, actually. I don't care how these belts are hooked up. They're really just to get the ore flowing in, and it is what it is. I've always thought it looks cooler anyway, with like just random belt kind of in your mining operations. So let's get this guy hooked up. Yep, he's already saying, oh, I could just point right there, and I'm good. Go back to number 1. Boom, boom. Alright, let's do that. Hook this guy up, and boom. Now, these are doing 240. Do I want more than that? I think I'm good with 240 for now. I don't need to overclock those. So I think for now we'll just leave it as is. Let's go hook up the last one, and then we're going to be good. Now, over here's where the spider is, so I'm not sure. It's not a little one, it's a big one. They have a lot of hit points. They hit pretty hard. It's not a poisonous one, luckily. Those guys are bastards. Tell me in the comment section if you had to kill one of those yet. And how you do it. I'm thinking I needed upgraded gun bullets. Like, I need the rifle, first of all. And then also what would be good, and I think there's just spitters over here. Oh, there's some remains of one. Let's just build if it'll let me. I think I hear them. But let's build real quick. Maybe I can just get lucky and they won't... They're going to be too slow to do anything about me. I hear some people dying in the poison over there. Cool, now he's hooked up. Now we've got... So the reason I wanted to build War 2, I think it's really going to help on the raw material sorters to put how many items per minute you actually have coming in. So let's go under here real fast, and we'll start hooking stuff up. Oh, there's a crate. Oh, that makes sense. Right. Very cool. Let's hook these guys up while I'm down here, and then we can get to doing the splitter, or doing the balancer, which I'm really excited about. I've never used a balancer in this game, and I've never had a need to use a balancer. In Factorio, balancers were all the rage, and I just didn't get it. I didn't use the load balancers. I just didn't care if my stuff was balanced. I only cared if it was balanced if it would break something, right? I mean, why would you care otherwise? This guy's going to be receiving. We're going to put him on the middle, because that guy's coming in from the side over there. And then this guy's going to come in right here. He's going to receive. Let's go up a tiny bit. Yeah, like that. And then this guy is going to receive from the other side. I built this on purpose right here, because it did split all the Nah, I don't want it to clip. It did split all the nodes up. It was kind of a cool place to put it, I thought. Centralize everything, not have to go as far, right? It was just kind of, I thought it was a cool idea. Let's get this guy in. Let's get this guy in. He should go straight in now, while not with me in the way. And then let's get the final guy in. We should have ore coming all through here. Right. Nice. Now, the one thing that I've figured out about balancers, don't hook them up until they're ready. So that means you test it first. You get a box, or a few boxes in this case, and you test it. Alright, so I have what I feel like is a lot of space, but it's actually not. I need 3 spaces of splitters, right? And This is a little... Oh, no. I did all these so they'd be right in the center, so it's a little easier for me to line stuff up. And I did put windows in so we could see it all happen. That's kind of cool, I think. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to do a stacked approach, just like I already showed you at the base. And the last thing is the merger. And we want to go in that direction. The reason I'm going to stack them is I think it's going to be easier to get the belts in. That's probably too close. Let me back this up, because it might be really hard to get them to go into the lifts from here. So let's do it. Well, we don't want that. We don't want them to all go the same direction. That's good, and that's good. Okay, great. Now we need 2 rows of splitters, okay? We're going to need a 3 going to a 6. So I think the way we're going to do this... That's fine. I think I can keep this in my head. So we're going to leave a lot of space right here, because this is going to be the most difficult part. But we want everything coming in the back of the splitters, okay? Like this. 4. Is that 6? That is 6. And then we need 3 splitters for the initial thing, okay? Obviously coming right in like that. So I'm going to leave some space again here, because I'm going to have to manipulate this too. Right? In fact, it might be better to split these a little bit, but they're going to have stuff going in and out the sides. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so from top to bottom, the way I like to read this, and I'll just bring it over. Here's how I read it, okay? This is the very top splitter. Middle, bottom. That's how I do it. This is the right, that's the left, because it's moving that direction, okay? That's how I like to do it. You can do it any way you want. That's how I like to interpret it. So I'm going to go with the exact interpretation. I'm going to start with the top one and work my way down. So we're going to go like this. It says, first splitter 3 front goes to back of 6 splitter. So like that. Then right of that goes to splitter 5 in the back. Okay, then we've got the front of splitter 2 goes to the back of splitter 4. And then the right of splitter 2 goes to the back of splitter 3. So these are kind of... Oh no, this is different. I don't know why this is different, but it is. So I'm going to do it anyway. The left of splitter 1 goes to the back of splitter 2. And then the center of splitter 1 goes to the center of splitter 1. So that's the first setup. That's the easiest setup, guys. Okay, now we get to the hard part. I haven't worked with 6 to 4 like this. So, top of splitter 6 on the right, or I'm sorry, the left, goes to left of merger 4. Then we've got middle splitter 6 goes to the left of merger 3, which is a little bit funky, but okay. Then we've got the front of splitter 5 goes to the right of splitter 2, or merger 2. Then we've got the right of splitter 5 goes to the left of merger 1. Okay. Moving down now to splitter 4. Splitter 4 left... See, how would you do this without a hover pack? It'd be stupid. Splitter 4 left goes to merger, right into merger 4. Direct. Splitter 4 direct, center, right, goes in center merger 3. Very simple ones right there. Just make sure you don't get your holes crossed up. Just gonna leave that one. That was a bonus. Center of splitter 3 goes into center of merger 2. Right of splitter 3 goes into center of merger 1. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done with the shenanigans, okay? Then I'll show you how we test it. Then it's left of splitter 2 goes in to right of merger 4. Center of splitter 2 goes into right of merger 3. This is like playing chess, kind of. As you can see where this is going, right? Center of splitter 1 goes into right of splitter or merger 2, and then right of splitter 1 goes in right of merger 1. All right, now this should be balanced. So here's how we test it. Right, we get 2 big boxes. Well, actually, we don't get big boxes. You have to actually do it like this. Where's my number 1? You have to set up these guys, just like I did at the base, okay? And we need to set up 4 of them. All right, we're setting up 4, and that's actually 4. That's 4 levels. Then you just pull belt from here. And what I do is I went like this. Actually, we'll go back from here. And I set that up first, and then I set these guys up. I just said, okay, I know it's right here. We'll just do it like this. And you just have to get the first one on, then the other ones are easy. There we go. 4 high, right? And then just draw the belts. Really, really simple. I mean, you guys have done this. This is really simple stuff. It's just a little bit tedious. But again, it's worth testing. Because I'm here right now for one thing. 2, I want to know if it works or not. And I want to know the accuracy. Not just that it works. I tested a couple other people's builds. The accuracy was pretty off. And I put 20 pieces in, and they did not come out split. And the issue there can be, I don't know how massive of a difference that is. It could be very massive, and then I have a problem still with my trains. So what I'm going to do now is hook up a couple boxes, again, just like I did back at base. It's going to be really simple. I'm just going to hook them up side by side, like this. I'll hook the belts, and then I'm just going to feed the belt in, or feed it in, right? And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to test 1 box with just some items, see what happens. Then I'm going to test 2 boxes with some items, but not the same amount of items, because I want to see if it splits them and how it does it. So now what I'm going to do is say, okay, I'm going to do concrete. No, I'm going to do something easier to split, like these guys. They are not 500 each. Let's start with, well, let's start with 12 looks good, because we should get 3 on each belt, right? 18 does not split really well. I can also hold control and right-click. 22 wouldn't be good. How about 20? Right? Yeah, that's actually, it was already going to do that. So let's just do this. All right, let's put 20 in this box. We should end up with 5 plates on each belt. So you can see them going through, they're splitting, and then they're going to merge, and that splits them again, or kind of changes their track again. And we should see 5 plate on each belt. Should be really simple. It doesn't happen all at the exact same time, but it will happen. Boom! Test worked, okay? Let's pick up all the plates again, because I don't want, obviously I don't want them on here. And then let's do it. Now we're going to split it where we got... let's get this down to... Yeah, let's do this. Let's get 20 again. But what I'm going to do is let's put like 5 on one belt and 1 box. We'll put 5 in this box and 15 in this box. I want to see what happens. Now, the other box, the first one we put it in, is actually simulating 2 of the inputs. So this should come out the exact same as it did before. It's supposed to belt balance, which means it'll basically homogenize this, right? Normalize the output so that the output is the same rate. And it's not. See how it screwed it up? It's not. Now, over time, that could be a problem. Although I think in this case it'll be fine, because we already have the same number of input coming in as we do. All the belts are running at the same speeds. So really a good test would be basically 10 and 5. Actually, it wouldn't, because it doesn't split up evenly. What will do that? Well, 4 times 3 is 12. I could put 6. I could put 8 and 1 and 4 in the other. So let's put 8 and 1 and 4 in the other. 8 and 4. So we got to put 8 in here, right? Because it's simulating 2, and 4 in this one because it's 1. Now that should even out. If that's even, I'm okay. That'll be good with me. I don't need to do any more testing. This is a good build. I don't know how much time we have left. I'm hoping we don't overrun by a lot, because I can't do another cut down. All right, that's good. I'm good with the system. That's enough testing. I'm going to take out my tester. I could just disconnect these belts. That's probably a better way. I'll leave my tester in here in case I need it again. People do this a lot in ITs. What they'll do is they'll comment out their test code so that they can use it again. I don't have to retype it or figure it out where it is and all that stuff. This I will take down because it's kind of funky. I can always redeal that. It's really simple. Now we just need to hook up our belt from here and watch it all rip. Actually, we better do up here first just because I'm being kind of a little obtuse about it. I don't know where all this needs to be, but I'm guessing it needs to be probably not all the same level. Why don't we do this guy first? There, he can be floor 1. Then this guy can be floor 2. Right? So let's go like this. We'll just do all of them on their own floor. Floor 3, which I want to say is like that. Floor 4. Alright, cool. That looks correct. That should be relatively easy to do. 1's going there, 2 goes here, 3 goes here. Tell me if you guys have used belt balancers. I don't know if I ever asked that. And why you use them. Actually, that looks pretty cool. That's a really cool setup right there. Alright, now we can let it rip. It's good. So, yeah, we'll just do it like that. You're in the middle. Right? Is it clipping? Ah, it's going to clip a little bit. I think that's okay. Alright, there we go. And we're balancing. Very cool. Very cool system. I really like this. Alright, let's get up top and put this in and be done with this. So let me go through the door. Then we'll fly up there. Again, all these doors and stuff, and we don't use any of them, but that's fine. Cool, we got a balanced system coming in. Let's get the train set up. You've seen me do this a million times. 4. Let's switch this guy around. He's going to be going that way. Remember, he's going to have 4 cars. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Every train has 4 cars now. Let's get this guy hooked up. He's going to be loading. Because we don't have a train for. We're already getting all of our limestone from down under. So we don't need a train for that. We're only going to have 1 train going out. Which is going to be kind of neat. We have 1 less train to deal with. So this is supply, concrete. That's it. I don't really know what else to say about this one. Cool. So now we have it on the system. Now let's set up the boxes. Again, you've seen me do that a million times. Okay, now everything's set up. Now we can go downstairs. Now, remember, I have to build 4 lines of this because all the cars need to fill. So having 2 is not going to be enough. And I'm going to move all those things probably off camera. I don't know why I didn't do that yet. I probably should have set that up. So let me just get that set up, actually. We're going to do it like we did the other one. Basically, exactly the same. We're just going to do this guy, micromanager. We're going to micromanage this guy over like we did on the steel products build. This guy looks a little wider for some reason. That's kind of strange. Cool. Actually, we did it... No, we did it on the... Oops, I don't want that. Smelters. Right? That's what we did it on. We need light in here. Do we need light like right here? Because I can't see. You know what we need? This. There we go. Flashlight. Okay. Let's micromanage this guy too. It doesn't really matter where he goes that much because he's not really doing anything. It's more for looks. And looking good. I like that. So we're going to do this exact same way. Product in the back. Or raw materials in the back. Product at the front. So we need splitters. This is kind of a duh. And actually, first thing I need to do is figure out, okay, I've got 240, right? It's math time. I got 240 times 3 coming in. Times 3. That is... Oh, no. What? No. Math, dude. There we go. It's still not working. 240 times 3, 720. So now, how many is that? How many machines is that? 720, and these each need 45 each. That's 16. So that means I do 4 machines per row. We'll do it. And actually, yeah, this will be 1 train over here. So that means what we're going to have to do is set up another one of these. We only need 4. So what we're going to want to do is, I don't know, take this out this far. Same thing with this guy if we can actually connect. And then I'm going to take these out 5. Remember how I like to take them out 1 extra so we can still actually do this kind of operation in the future without having to take the whole thing apart like we had to do before. Learn my lesson. Okay, so these each have 5. What I'll probably end up doing is hooking these all up, and then I'll just hook the other ones up off camera, the other line that's over here. Then we can see it run up in there. You guys don't need to see it twice. That'll save a little bit of time so that the video's not too damn long. All right, let's get these splitters in. So it's going to be right here. I feel like right there's good. Should use the hold. Yeah, I feel like it's sticking out a little bit too far, actually. So let me do this, and now it'll sit there. Yeah, I like that. And it's lined up, correct? Yes, it is. All right, let's do P for spacing till we get the spacing right. There's the good spacing right there. Now we'll go out to 4. Boom. Again, stop calling. Yeah, it's a thing. Let's do the merger now. Actually, we should just do the splitter for this side. Let's do that. Let's just do the merger for this side. Or the splitter. Okay, that is correct. Now what I'll do is do this so it'll lock. No, I don't like it. We can look at it. I can't move it, I don't think, so we'll just escape. So we'll do it like that this time. Is that? Oh my god, I clicked too many buttons! Clicking too many buttons. Too many hotkeys. Way back. That's way too far back. Well, dude, I don't know. There's no way to line this up till you do the first one. I mean, yeah, that's probably good. It's going to stick out if we do it otherwise. What's this one look like? Yeah, pretty much the same. Alright, we'll use that. Let's do spacing now. I don't know what's right on this one. We're going to have to eyeball this one because the camera angle's weird. That doesn't look right. Is that what's going on over here? It is. Oh, you know what? I'm used to smelters. The smelters are a lot closer together. That looks right. Okay, that's good. So let's go like that. We want 4. Then we're going to do mergers. So the mergers are really just right on this. So it's kind of easy to line those up. Right? Yeah, and I think that looks good. They look good like that. So long as they don't put belts going like this. I don't want that. So let's make sure it's going the correct direction. Yep, into the front. Yep, this is not spaced apart enough. It's not, that's fine. Do the spacing, and just like that. Man, this is so cool. Smart is so awesome. It just makes it so much easier to build. Makes it so much more enjoyable that you're not setting up 500 of something. Alright, now this has to go on this. But we want it like that, right? We want it really close. That's pretty close. And make sure it's going to the front. Yep. Now, it's probably not spaced correctly. Totally fine. Because now it is. Man, I love this mod. Boom! Seriously, like we're done. Oh, you know what we didn't set up? The floor holes and stuff. Where are those going to be? Floor hole is going to be right here. Just like usually is. Actually, we should have moved it out a little bit because I don't want it to clip. So let's move it out a tiny bit. Like, let's do it right there, actually. That's a good spot to do it. This one's going to be... Well, really, it's not. It's one over, right? So, like, right there. Well, wait. Yeah, we're going to do 4 lines. I'll put the other ones in a minute. But before we hook it all up, I'll show you the whole thing. We're just going to get 2 of them hooked up for now. Let's do these lifts at the same time. Perfect. Let's do these lifts. And there we go, this other lift. Great. That's awesome. Get the belt in. Get this belt in. And all the other belts already hooked up. We really just have to draw it out now. And hook it up to the train up here. So if we do draw it out this far... Let me think. Okay, so on a 780 belt... We haven't done this calculation yet. So let's go 780 divided by 45. So we can do 18 of these guys. We only have 4. Let's go out to 18 and see what it looks like. So I probably do need to expand this thing. So this is 5, right? 6, 7, 8. So what we need is 5 and 7 make... No, 5 and... Man, I can't even count today. That's 12. So 7, 13? No, 5 and 13, that's 18. So we need 13. That's how big it has to be. So this building is not big enough. Oh, there's a rock in the way. That's why... that's why the building's not big enough. Plot thickens. Well, we're going to cut it off right here. And we're not going to be able to do a tier 5 belt on this. Just, it is what it is. It's fine. If I need to expand it, I'll just make another building or something like that. Because this... I don't think I can blow that up. I think that's like regular rock that you can't move around. Alright, so that's what we're going to do with this. So that tells us where our lifts are going to be for the train, right? I'm not sure why that's Mark 1. It should be Mark 3. Let's just make sure it's Mark 3. Because yeah. Okay. This is Mark 3, correct? Yeah. Oh, I hit E. I didn't need to do that. It was already Mark 3. Alright, let's bring it up here, and that'll tell me exactly where to put the floor hole. Let's back it up a tiny bit just in case, and then let's look straight up. Let's hit 8 or 7 first. Let's do it right there. Let's give ourselves a tiny bit of space. And then if we pull this one over, it's going to be... Well, we can just do this, right? Right there, and then over here. Right there, which means the floor hole is going to be right here, but right in line with that guy. There we go. So those are the product floor holes. But again, we're going to need 4, and I'll do that off camera in a minute here. Okay, let's line this guy up. It'd be really cool if I could just blueprint this system and copy it, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm going to jam in those splitters like you've seen me do. Alright, so that part is all done. All the lifts are in. They look to be working right. We'll see when we try to fire this thing up. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a completely separate 2 lines like this, because they were not ready to go, or I probably would have just done it on camera. And I'll be right back. Okay, that second line is put in. Really, it's lines 3 and 4. I got everything hooked up, including the feeder belts. I got all the power hooked up to all the machines. I pasted all the recipes. Did all the stuff that we've seen 1,000 billion times. The lights look really sweet, though. I kind of like the way they looked. I don't think they're perfectly equidistant back and forth, like horizontally right here, but I think they look sweet. They look good enough. The one thing I didn't do is put the floor holes in down here, because look at this, rock's in the way, and it's going to be kind of weird. So actually, I was wondering if maybe, well, it doesn't matter. There's not going to be a lot of traffic in here, so I think we'll just do the floor holes right here. We're just going to do them, like, pretty much right up from here. Like, right there would probably be good, I guess. Doesn't really matter since, are these that close together? They look further apart. They look a little bit further apart than these. Yeah, those are too close. Did I not do that correctly? This belt is crooked. I knew the belt was crooked. This belt is crooked. Alright, well, let's try that again. It doesn't want to give me a line. There we go. Alright, so I wonder if the forward belt, that belt's crooked too, or that... I don't know. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's drag this guy up here. He should be right on the money now. Sometimes it's hard to tell if everything's straight. Alright, there we go. Is the floor hole in the right spot? No, of course not. Knew something was weird. Goes one over. There we go. Okay, now it's correct. Let's get some lifts in there. And then we can just go upstairs, basically, and turn the whole thing on. Really, all we have to do is hook it up logistically, and then it should rock. It should be ready. Let's get these other two going. This is going to hit the train, right? This is what we're sending out. And I love how I can just rob, once I build stuff, I can just rob the train and get all my stuff that I need. That's like the box, too, at the same time. There we go. All right, let's hook these up with belt now. Then we're going to run upstairs. We're going to start hooking up the raw materials so these guys will start ripping. And then we'll hook everything up to the train, and we'll be done with this build and done with this episode. A really long episode. I know it's going to be really long. I did a lot of off-camera work, but it's going to be a long video. Looking sweet. All right, let's get this thing hooked up. And I really only needed that to fly around while I was building, so let's take that out now. We don't need these. They're leftovers. There we go. Looking pretty in here. I know I have pretty generic factories this go around, but it is what it is. Like, I gotta save time, and I'd rather record me doing stuff. Wait a minute. I want a door right here. I think there's one on the other side or something. Maybe there's no door for this logistics. Oh, it is over there. That's fine. We'll have a door on each side. I don't care. Alright, so we've got train floor holes. We've got... Oh, those are raw material receiver floor holes. And then those are product floor holes to go over to the trains. Okay, let's get this rocking. Basically, these are no-brainers. They're just like this, right? And then we just have to draw the belts in. And it doesn't matter what it looks like up here because it's all hidden, which is kind of why... That's really why I put this area in. I don't really want, you know, belts snaking all over the plant. Do I want some in the plant? I want to see some of the logistics. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool to see the stuff move around and everything. But, like, I don't want to see the spaghetti is really what I don't want to see. This is super easy. We're just going to back it up to here. And then do the 1-2 method, right? This is a no-brainer. Cool. This is the first 4-line build that we've done. So I'm really kind of excited about it. And first full train, too. Even though it's not hooked up really all the way yet, because they need signaling. But that's okay. We can... am I out? I'm out of belt. Or, I mean, beam. This feeder video is 2 hours long. It's going to be interesting to see how my rendering software deals with it. Because I haven't cut any of the video into sections. I just kind of kept going. Because I didn't want to stop the video and take all the time to do all the extraneous crap I have to do after I'm done with the video. Alright, so all our inputs will be done. We're going to run downstairs real quick to watch everything, watch the magic happen. As soon as we get this belt in. Is it going right along the wall? Is that right? I can't tell. It doesn't have a thing anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, 1, 2... No, that's wrong. That's completely not right. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We kind of needed to reset anyway. I'm putting my new video card in this weekend. Really excited about that now because I'm starting to feel the limitations of this one. Just, it's getting really laggy and stuff. Everything. That looks good. Let's go downstairs and watch it work, and then we'll hook everything else up. Yeah, I want to see it build stuff. Alright, here comes the limestone. The other side should have been pumping for a long time. Yeah, they're already backed up. Nice. You know, this takes us from 5 concrete constructors to 16. So that's like more than triple our output. More than triple the product. That's so nice. And with space to do a lot more, that's for sure. Not only fill these lines up, right? But to also, there's a whole nother side. We can bring a whole nother, like 3 or 4 nodes in and just do it again. That's awesome. So, yeah. Actually, yeah, 16. This should be exactly eating all the input that we're bringing in for those 3 nodes. And it should have been doing it evenly because we did split everything up. Remember we did the load balancer? Alright, so that guy's good. Let's go get the train thing fixed up now. Hooked up and all that good stuff. And then we'll drive the train in. And I'll get all the other stuff set up off camera. Let's get these guys hooked in. Alright, last of them going in right there. And it's looking pretty dope, man. It's looking pretty... I mean, those are long lines, but that's totally normal. We already knew that. It's happening at a lot of other factories. Alright, let's go watch this thing load, and then we're going to mess with the train. I might just drive the train in there so it can start loading. That'd be kind of neat, because there's really no destination yet. Nobody needs this yet. But they should be coming in. We should see a whole bunch of them coming in. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And man, when I was down there hooking this up, all you hear is because there's like 16 of them running. It was so cool. It's so cool to hear that many like machines going right there. All right, so they're all loading in now. They're not. Well, I don't care if this is balanced. That doesn't matter to me. Sweet. All right, let's drive the train in there. Actually, we can just send the train there. Can we? I don't know. Let's start doing a little bit of signaling just so I can get a train in here, at least. We're going to want one there. We're going to want one there. Right, we got one over here. I started doing a little bit of the signaling. No, I'm sprinting. This is sprinting. This game is hilarious sometimes. That's going to want to be a path signal. No, actually, no. I used all block signals right here before. I didn't use path signals for this. Okay, let's jump in here. He only has one destination. All he's doing right now is going to supply, right? So let's just go like this. Supply. Concrete. It's like one of the last ones. Yeah, go to there. And I want you to pick up everything, and I don't care how long you wait. And that way he'll chill out there. Save. Save changes. Turn it on, buddy. Let's go. So yeah, we're going to end this with just coming right in. A nice speed pickup right there compared to the last time I was on a train, at least. I remember I spent a lot of times on trains when they would just only go 35. So we're going to come in here, and now we're loading 4 cars. First time loading 4 cars. I want to see what this looks like from the outside here. It's going to look so sweet, dude. Deeds. There's not much to load yet, so it might just wait, actually. It might sit there and wait till there's enough for like a full train full. It probably will. So anyway, this has been really fun. Hopefully you've liked episode 16. Hopefully it's not too long. And I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.